There is a sero survey that has been carried out by the government. What is, first of all, a sero survey, you would ask? Well, blood serum of a group of individuals is tested to see if they had COVID in the past. It is done to gauge the prevalence of the virus in that area from where it has been picked up. Blood samples are tested for detecting antibodies. Antibodies generally start appearing after 2 weeks of the onset of the infection and the last of several months. So this is what the survey is all about. Now, what has happened in Delhi? The survey has been carried out in Delhi. According to this survey, 21,000 people were tested to see the spread of COVID-19. 23.48% in Delhi got COVID, according to this survey. Now, this is an extrapolation. A bulk of the infected patients remain asymptomatic, says this study. Now, what do we conclude? We do not know. Can the antibodies, let's quickly, so the findings of this survey are on your screen right now. Let's quickly tell you the unanswered questions, and we'll ask these unanswered questions of a panel of doctors we are going to speak. Unanswered question number 1, were all those tested asymptomatic? Question number 2, can these 23% still infect others, or are they free? Number 3, do the antibodies mean they cannot get COVID again? Very important question on the mind of people. And question number 4, can the 23% with antibodies donate plasma? Can they be, because suddenly you will have 23% of Delhi who would suddenly become able to donate plasma. Can they do that or not? Is Delhi data an indication of other metros? Most important question. Dr. Rakesh Sharma, Additional Director General of Health Services, Government of India, is with us, and also Dr. Sandeep Buddhiraja, Group Medical Director of Max Healthcare. Thank you so much to the two of you. Rakesh, Dr. Verma, let me begin with you. What are we to assume? Let me divide these questions so that you can answer them better. Question number 1 to you, Dr. Verma. Were all those tested asymptomatic, and can these 23% still infect others? Your answer.
See, as you have yourself mentioned, these antibodies develop 1 to 2 weeks after the exposure to the infection, irrespective of whatever was this. So, and this testing was done only for the asymptomatic persons, those who had no history of any COVID infection whatsoever. This was done between 27th of June till 10th of July. And total 21,000 patients or persons, I will not say patient, persons from across the 11 districts that Delhi has got were tested for seropositivity. And out of those 23 point plus something have come out to be positive. That indicates 2 things. As you mentioned in the beginning of your own talk, the seropositivity is done for 3 purposes. First is diagnostic, whether patient has got the disease or not. Second is for surveillance. If somebody is suffering from it, how is his body system responding to this? And third is for epidemiological studies. Now here the studies tells us, because these all persons were asymptomatic, and I must share with you, even I got myself tested. I have never had any COVID infection. So I would be one of those persons enrolled, but I don't know the statistical data about myself. Is that these persons were totally asymptomatic. They had no fringe of iota about having been COVID patients. So that part answers the first part. Second part is it reflects the very good important strategy which has worked with the cooperation of population, direction of the governments, direction of the Directorate of Health Services, state governments, and media like you, who have made people aware. See, this is the precaution that you should follow. What are the precautions? Allow me to repeat. Social medical distancing 6 to 8 feet. Use of mask whenever going out of the home. Do not go out of the home unless it is really mandatory.
N95
do not go
mask.
To no, you can use any mask. I will not say. I'll come on that some other time.
Okay.
Use a mask whenever you are going to meet any stranger or any new person whom you know in the past also. Clean your hands repeatedly using any soap with water. Scrub your nail, finger beds and whole of the hand repeatedly so that the hands are clean. So that strategy has worked. Delhi has got several dense pockets.
Okay, so Dr. Verma seems to suggest that the strategies, the preventive strategies seem to have worked. Dr. Buddhiraja, yeah, Dr. Buddhiraja, see, the point is that this survey and its findings give hope. But I just want to ask you, should we be pegging a lot of hope on this survey just yet, just too soon? Because according to this, If 23.48% of the population was infected and they have antibodies, it gives me a sense that 23% of Delhi may have recovered from this virus.
Yeah, so I think I will like to interpret this seroprevalence studies in two ways. One is to say that this clearly indicates that about 23% or 24%, let's presume 25% of Delhi's population has already had infection, and now they have developed enough antibodies so they are immune. And the good part and the bad part is that all these patients or people were asymptomatic. Now, that means to say the disease in our country, in Delhi, has been mild disease, where majority of the people are asymptomatic. They probably have not even realized that they have recovered from COVID. The bad part of that is that these asymptomatic patients, when they were infected, when they had active infection, obviously now when we are testing them and their antibody is positive, they are no longer infectious. But at that time, when they had infection, they were potentially infectious. An asymptomatic person who himself doesn't know that he's got an infection has a higher potential and likelihood of spreading the infection to others, and hence the need of strict testing at the time when you have an infection. And to diagnose an infection, it's not the antibody testing, it's either the antigen or the RT-PCR, which is more important to diagnose active infection. The second way to interpret, or the second thing to interpret in this study, is that still 75% of the population remains uninfected or presently infected but not immune because they haven't developed the antibody response. And we are already 5.5 months down, almost 6 months down the pandemic in Delhi. So that means to say that although presently what we are seeing is the numbers coming down and clearly the peak seems to be in past, now we have moved beyond the peak. But at this stage, 75% of the population is still vulnerable. So we must not let our guards down. Because if we do that, then this vulnerable population can again fall prey to COVID, and we may have not one spike or second spike or third spike, but multiple spikes. So it's very, very important that things seem to be having worked very well in Delhi. And as citizens, we must at this stage keep our guards up, and social distancing and masking, etc., which has been just spoken about, must continue for long.
Right. Dr. Verma as well as Dr. Buddhiraja, thank you so much. And I think this point was mentioned by the government as well in the press conference, where they said that this survey does not mean that we can relax. This is not the time to relax, because 77% of the people in Delhi are still vulnerable. But as Dr. Buddhiraja mentioned,
he's only reiterating that these precautions, these preventive measures have to be continued more vigorously.
Correct. But the point is that this survey itself raises certain questions, that why did we not test enough if we now conclude that 23% was the total spread in Delhi? Had we tested more, we would have been able to track and trace more and stop this from spreading even further. That is one important question among the many others that have been highlighted because of this Sero survey report. Thank you very much, Dr. Buddhiraja and Dr. Verma. It's time for a short break here on Trending Tonight. News continues on the other side. Good night.